than to establish the running game early.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a give, right side. Archer, room here to run. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Come on, set. 10-2 stop.
Cut it left. Hey. 4 down.
Look at me. Go. Shoot.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
That's gonna be a long day.
Go.
Take it.
Go out.
He's checking crap.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Mike 20.
Hey.
Hey, it's just me and you. Hey, Mike 20.
Young on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is the rookie 4th-rounder Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Point it right. 180.
Get that home. Out. Tighten up.
Real.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. last week, despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check 26.
Mayfield on play action. Being chased out left. Buying time to his left. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Don't be scared. Hurry!
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Hey, exit.
Looking to throw, Young. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Down. 18.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
They'll run on first down. It's Coleman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Hey, zoom.
58, right over there, right over
Get
there.
it.
On 2nd and 15 now. Young is going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Ready, ready.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Ready. Now.
Out of the gun, it's Young. Philip Dorsett hauls it in.
Complete to Philip Dorsett. A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. We're scoreless after one. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Browns drive about to get started. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. On the run, this is Hunt. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. He's got Njoku over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
I got you. Hey, alert 33. I got you.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
3rd and 14.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He may try and run for this. Now Mayfield lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Browns' 35-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Gone.
Check. Lucky.
Ready.
Now a give right side, Coleman. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Last year's NFL leader in field goal percentage, Robbie Gould, on for the Niners field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
Now it's Gould after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try to move the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, Alpha.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now this one complete to Corey Davis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, just like last play. On 1st down, it's Hunt. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 more there and another 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Mayfield. His throw incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. It'll be just an 18-yard punt, and the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno.
They'll run on first down. Archer. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Brings up second and 5 at the 20-yard line.
Come to mom. Look, squeeze. Come. Like.
On second down now, it's Coleman, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Niners on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6.
General West. Check 49. Yep. 5.
Here's Coleman. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. This is fielded at the 7. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway.
Let's go, baby.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, high 7.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And the Niners get there and bring him down. D. Ford in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
To throw, Mayfield. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This is Archer. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, wahoo! Hard, hard.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Blue draw Corkers.
On first down, Coleman. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A gain of 32 that time.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's first and goal.
Greystone travel.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Deep grip, deep grip.
It's Coleman here. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. They will run again with Coleman. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Tevin Coleman. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchdown. The Browns drive about to get started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Mayfield. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. They'll run on first down. Hunt. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here's Mayfield. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They run again with Hunt. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Next to score, Niners 10, Browns 7.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. On 1st down, Archer. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Orbit.
On 2nd and 11 now. Young. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Young from the shotgun. He finds Coleman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. They'll run on 1st down. Coleman. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30
Ready. 70, Indy. Hey, Foxtrot.
Mike 8.
They go play action. Young. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3.
We got this.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Baker Mayfield, as a rookie, 3 times he led the Browns back to victory in the fourth quarter. What can he do here in year number 2? They'll let it go deep for Beckham. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. On 1st down, Hunt. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. They go play action. Mayfield over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Forced out to his left. The Browns are in the end zone. Touchdown. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he takes this one in for a Browns score.
Touchdown.
And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Young now after the fumble recovery. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. They frustrated these receivers tonight, really held down the passing game, but there got the penalty.
Fine line between aggressive, good coverage, and interference, and they crossed it on that play.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Here we go. Hey, Mike
Go. 120. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Now Young on fourth down. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Hunt. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Kill.
Yo, go.
You got tight right there.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Coleman, and they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 5 yards on the carry, good pickup on 1st down. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back, lights his 26-year-old ball carrier. The throw over the middle taken in, and they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 38-yard line. On 1st down, Coleman. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, exit. 5.
Young to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin with time running out, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. Able to slither by. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Mayfield to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Incomplete. It's third down and 1 yard to go.
The Browns on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the 49ers, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.